What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the vibes? Hey, look, hey, checks out. Hey, look, we back with another reaction. It's a lot going on out here, y'all. Real shit, real talk, you dig? It's a lot going on. It's going on out here, and just like I always say, love yours, love who love you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the ones that make sure you good is good. But in the means and in betweens, hey, 600 dropped a segment, and we gonna react. In the means and in betweens, like, share, sub, up, tell a friend, tell 10 more. We here to react and do it again. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
All right, so here it go. 11 charged in federal indictment alleging intense S*X trafficking of minors and young women along South LA's Figueroa corridor. Now, this is the actual indictment that came out. All right, let's Google some public record, you know what I'm saying? It hit the news. Now, they actually showed these dudes' faces on here, you know what I'm saying? Like, they showed all their faces. It's all public record. It's all online, you know what I'm saying? So don't be acting like people showing people faces online. It's already online. We talking about what's online. Now, they got the whole...
So, an indictment of alleged sex trafficking of a minor. And I've seen a couple things, a few stories about this, a few videos, not stories, a few videos. They say 31 people got taken in the indictment. Another video says 11. You see what the screens say when 600 talking about it. This is a serious situation. Like I said, it's a lot going on. It's a whole lot going on in LA. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. A lot of craziness. But we're gonna get back to this. I ain't here to talk y'all ear off, man. We're here to react. You know, make sure y'all get what y'all need to know and all that good, whatever. Let's get to it.
Whole indictment on here. Let me just read to y'all a little bit of it because I don't want to be wasting too much time. All right, let me just read the first little paragraph. All right. Let me skip the part that I read earlier. Where is it at? Here we go. Federal and local law enforcement today arrested 6 members and associates of the South LA's based Hoover criminal gang, charged in a 31-count indictment that charges them with racketeering conspiracy, including sex trafficking of.
Okay, let me clarify and clear up. 600 just said it is 31 counts and 6 people, alleged members, alleged associates, have been picked up for these counts. Let's get back to it.
Children and adults through force, fraud, and coercion, right? Including runaways, children from foster care system on the Figueroa corridor, recruiting victims, though, social media, and branding them with tattoos. Like, it's really, really bad work. You know what I'm saying? So the following defendants are charged with 1 count of conspiracy to violate RICO, racketeer, influenced, and corrupt organizations. The first person is Amaya Armstead, 25 years old, aka Lady Duck. Defendant and the de facto leader of the 11-deuce set of the Hoover criminal gang, who was accused of sex trafficking a 14-year-old girl. Now that's like bad work, you know what I mean? Like, you know, pimping is what it is, you know what I'm saying? People do their thing, but you know, from my experiences and stuff like that, being around growing up, you know, it's a hands-off sport. You know, there's no minors and no hands, you know what I'm saying? So all that kidnapping and beating up and gorilla and all that stuff, like that ain't really pimping. You ain't really got no real ism if you got to use more than your.
Coming up, you always heard of pimping as something a ladies man did. You know what I'm saying? He was well versed with his words and could speak to any lady, you know, as a lady as she was. You know? Yeah, this crazy work, this nasty work, it's nasty work. And you know they don't come unless they feel like you did. But like I said, all of this is alleged. You know, all of it is alleged. Can we take certain aspects off of the internet? Is that possible? I'm just asking questions, you know. Just asking questions. A lot of what's on the internet now and what they call content would have never saw the light of day on the internet 10, 15, 20 years ago. Let's go.
The mouth. It's really about the mouth. If you got game, you ain't got never use your hands or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's by choice, not by force. This is why they're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But next on the list is Keandre Young, 22 years old, aka Young Poke. Nazeez Harris, 19 years old, aka N4. Avery Michael, 27, aka Hands. Jared Evans, 29 years old, aka J Money. Matthew Brooks, 22 years old, aka Vermont Star. Darrell Robinson, 22 years old, aka Popcorn. We're gonna get back to that in a second. Jelon Phillips, 22 years old, aka Chop 'em. Brian Israel, 31 years old, aka Folo. Tajon Gray, 25 years old, aka Tiny 3. Tommy Crockman, 30 years old, aka Tommy Guns. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is the indictment, man. Like, you know, when the feds come in and get you, they've been watching. Like, they don't really jump the gun on stuff because that's why they got a high percentage rate of convictions. You know what I'm saying? When they come, they come. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a long indictment, so I'm not gonna really read the whole thing. But according to the indictment, on February 2021 to August 2025, the Hoovers largely controlled sex trafficking and prostitution in the Figueroa corridor of South LA. Members and associates of the gang acted as pimps to promote and manage sex trafficking. The defendants facilitated each other's pimping and managing and monitoring their victims. Pooling.
No extraness or malice whatsoever at all. Reality, this is a lot. It's a lot. Just based off of what 600 reading and what he's saying, he reading that. He didn't write that. He didn't put that. He's reading that. This is public information that he is reading. And it's a lot. And a lot of y'all babies. Life just barely, I don't take away from no experiences nobody had in life. But I'm hearing them ages 19, 22, 22, 22, 22, 25, 27, 29. Like, a lot of y'all was babies. You know, it's a message in everything I put out. To the youngsters, the babies, the babies. Go to school. Go to school. Let's get back to the
resources to rent several motel rooms for commercial sex dates, disciplining each other's victims, driving each other's victims to and from the street where victims solicited commercial sex work, sourcing third parties to create online profiles for sex advertisements, and sending each other money via Cash App and Apple Pay. Like, it's a lot in here. So we got a 4-year investigation, you know, and 11 people picked up. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, in 2024, April 2024, Armstead and Evans utilized rooms at the Stadium Inn in South LA motel to traffic their victims. One victim included a 14-year-old girl. So, like, they're not going to have no remorse for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no remorse for a minor, period, you know, under 18, 17 going on 18. But when you think about 14 years old, you know, a lot of people have kids and a lot of people were 14 at one point. You think how young their mind is, and to be forcing someone to do that is kind of crazy. So expect, you know, harsh penalties on this type of stuff. I don't see people get over 100, 200 years for these type of crimes. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's nasty work. That's nasty work. These folks got a 98% conviction rate. Hey, look, I can't do nothing but be honest here. This is a heavy situation. Heavy situation indeed. Hey, man, make sure y'all like, share, sub, up, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell 10 I'll do it again, man. We're gonna finish this up, wrap this up, and get up out of here, man. Like I said, here for a short time, not a long time.
I don't know. Like I say, man, I done seen, you know what I'm saying, been around the Islam in the streets, and it's a hands-off sport. If you really know how to, you know what I'm saying, get down and out like that, you know what I'm saying? But the hands-on and force and kidnapping, I read in here they was throwing them in the car and forcing people in the car. Like, it's all in indictment, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't know what they got going on, man, but I'm not going to make this video too long. Obviously, they're going to be innocent to proven guilty. You can't never really just go off of, you know, an indictment and say someone's guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, these are all alleged things.
Them, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to this, though. So they released the whole indictment with the pictures and everything, man. Now, this dude right here, right? Robinson. So his name has been in the news for, you know, some minor stuff before. You know what I mean? And I guess he might have beat the case. Now he got picked up in this. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think dude had a promising career at one point. You know, he was doing stuff, I think, with Empire a few years ago. They was kind of getting it going. And I don't know. When you're young like that, you don't really be thinking about the what can happen, a possibility. You kind of just out doing what you do. You know, me personally, that's not me. When I got to a position where I was able to do things straight, you know what I'm saying? I was always trying to do the right thing. I was just forced by my situation to do the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? But I was always smart with it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never done no stuff like that. But hey, man.
What y'all think, man? Jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. There's a lot going on. It's a whole lot of a situation for real. Innocent till proven guilty. All of these accusations are alleged. You know. Y'all like, share, sub, up, tell a friend, tell 10 I'll do it again, man. In the meantime and in between time, I'll fuck with you.
What y'all think about this? This is the second RICO this year of LA gangs. Is it more to come? Is it no more going to come because people going to see it's real? Like, I don't know. Is it bad? Are they cleaning street stuff for real? Is the gang banging really